Today on All About Sports Cards, we're doing a box break of 2020 Topps Baseball Series 1. Welcome to the break, folks. Here we go, a hobby box of 2020 Series 1, the flagship of Topps. In this hobby box, you're going to find 24 packs, 14 cards a pack, and this special pack on top. Normally, these were given out to local hobby shops to allow them to give them to you as incentives for buying Topps. Now they just include them in the box. So no matter where you order a box, you'll be getting these special cards. These are based on the 1985 design, as you're about to see. Normally you'd be looking at maybe parallel inside of here. Sometimes there are autographs in here, so let's take a look and see what we've got. Sean Murphy, Ryne Sandberg, Clayton Kershaw. Oh! We hit an auto. Very nice. Considering that these hobby boxes are only providing either an auto or relic, we're already ahead of the game. So let's get into the packs. You're looking at a 350 card base set this year. And let's show you every single card. Now this is going to be a little bit different. Normally from us, you'd be looking at a speed break where we would show you an entire box within about 5 to 8 minutes. But we put this to Twitter and asked if you wanted what we would call this a director's cut. And now you're going to get to see the entire box in real time. So that would be your normal first pack. The inserts and special cards parallels will tend to be in the middle of the packs. And we're looking at the rest of the base cards on the outsides of the packs. Big rookies for this year are Alvarez, who probably should have had his rookie card last year, but they saved it for this year. So you're going to find that he has a rookie card and there's a rookie cup on top of that. Not the first time this has happened, but it's not normally the thing. Here's a gold card. Look, Volt. Our first gold card. Those are numbered to 2020, as in past years. The gold cards are numbered according to the year. Tons of inserts for this year's 2020 set. As we said earlier, and you saw in the special pack, there's a base design, which is a throwback 35th anniversary throwback to 1985 Topps design. There's a nice Bryce Harper. Mind you, some of these are special inserts, like variations. I'll have to look and see if that was a variation. Here's another set of inserts, which is best of the decades. There's a recap of the 2019 Topps Now program. If you're not aware of that, if you go to Topps.com, they, based on highlights, will issue a card based on whatever happened the previous night. You can pick those up as limited edition cards, and they are printed as many as people buy, and then by the end of the day they stop printing them, and that's it. Speaking of, there's a Vladdy Jr. Topps Now card. Not the actual Topps Now card, but the insert, which looks at the best of 2019 with Topps Now. You're also going to be finding decades cards in here. And then there's a whole bunch of manufactured insert cards that are like medallions. And there are some rookie card medallions, tiny little medallions in the cards too. Because this is a hobby box, the one thing that we will not be finding are the retail exclusive this year. The key retail exclusive are the Turkey Red cards. But what you can find in all of these boxes, but it's going to take a lot because there's only 25 of them, are a golden ticket. That's a golden ticket that would get you into the Celebration of Decades. There are not a lot of details on that just yet, but this year there will be a party. I believe it's in Las Vegas. And if you pull a golden ticket, one of the 25 that are included in Series 1, you and a guest are invited, and it's supposed to be kind of spectacular. Sometime in late fall. Hold on. Got a black parallel Daryl Strawberry numbered to 299. Very nice. Nice pull. Got to tell you, I love the 1985 design, so always happy to see them bring back the designs that are really key memories for a lot of collectors. Anyway, about the party. Like I said, should be in late fall. And probably going to be a few players on hand, perhaps past, perhaps present. I don't know. Like I said, not really getting many details out on this yet. But since it is a celebration of the decades, I would imagine that you would be looking at players from all different time eras. Here's a nice Mike Trout. One thing I do know about the Mike Trout, be on the lookout for a reverse Mike Trout. That is one of the image variations where you'll see his bat and his whole entire image pointing in a different direction. So, a bunch more packs to go. If you are enjoying this version of our breaks versus our standard speed break, where we go rather fast, do us a favor, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you're enjoying this version versus what we would normally do and speed things up. We're trying to do this a little slow per your request, and because people got time now to watch these things. There's a nice foil parallel. So speaking of people having time on their hands and changes that are going on with the way things are right now, we should be pulling an insert that's a home run challenge card. Really doesn't mean anything at this point with the season down, but when the season does resume, you should be able to look at the code on the back of the card, and depending on when you think that player is going to hit a home run, enter that code into the appropriate area at Topps.com, and if you are correct and that player does hit a home run on the day that you predicted that they will, you will receive a limited edition card of that player. So also included in 2020 Series 1 are sketch cards, which are original artist drawings. Now, mind you, these are excessively hard to hit. They're like 1 in 10,000 for hobby packs, and they are a hobby exclusive. But it's pretty funny because I remember 10 years ago, and we're going to do this as a 10-year challenge for our Twitter feed. The sketch cards were sketch your own. So it's pretty funny to see the evolution of that. And speaking of the home run challenge, here we go. Okay, so this is our home run challenge. We got Francisco Lindor. And so when the season resumes, I'll just scratch that little thing off and get the code card and make a prediction as to when he'll hit a home run. The other thing we should talk about from a retail standpoint are the other retail exclusives that are specific to each store. Target and Walmart are going to have their own inserts that are specific to their store. You go to Walmart, you're not going to be able to get the Target insert. The Target insert will not be available. Walmart, the Turkey Red should be available throughout any retail purchase that you make. Oh, here's Gavin Lux, one of the key rookie cards that they're promoting this year. So, getting back to the retail exclusives. For Target, what you're looking at is you're looking at a series of cards for Vladdy Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and it's highlight cards for him. You're looking at 30 cards for Vladdy Jr. And then if you go on over to Walmart and buy your cards there, you'd be looking at an exclusive insert set from them for Rhys Hoskins. That is 30 cards also. So that would do it for your... always love it when a photo just hits you. Look at that. Aaron Hicks. Nice. So that would do it for your retail exclusives. The only other retail exclusive really that you would be looking at is as an overall, it's like a box topper. It's included. And you get them but you've got to get them through Retail Blasters. So you have to be buying a blaster. And that is, touched on this earlier, the rookie card RC logos that are medallions that are embedded in the cards. So, and there's the Alvarez. You see the RC and the rookie cup right there. Unusual, but not the only one that's ever done this. And there's Kershaw. Very nice. Anyway, the Retail Blaster exclusives, you're looking at 50 different cards. And they do span between current players and players of the past, because you've got Aaron Judge in there, of course. But you've also got, Roger Clemens and Roberto Clemente. But Rhys Hoskins is in there, and Strasburg, and a whole bunch of others. But the only way to get those, once again, is through the Retail Blasters. So we're somewhere in the middle of our box, still looking for our hit. So why don't we go over those? Yeah, this would be a good time to go over those. We could be looking at several different types of cards at this point. For the memorabilia cards, you've got probably one of my favorites, which is In the Name, where they take nameplates and they go ahead and create one-of-ones. Obviously, if they're one-of-one, they're going to be a little bit more difficult to pull. But for a flagship series, hold on. Okay, that's the second. That's team checklist we pulled. See, you got to be careful. Look at that. Upper border, that's a gold card. There's the base card, same pack. Tough, right? Some of these borders are a little tough to spot, but you can see it's 2020 on the back. But, yeah. See, I was lucky enough to pull those both in the same place, but you can see the border differences, right? Getting back to our hits that we can pull. So, yeah, so I love those In the Name, and those are tough. You're also going to be looking at postseason relic cards that will have pieces of jersey from postseason play and also World Series. But those World Series cards are going to be your Washington Nationals. In a more general sense, you've got some nice 1985 design that have relics in them. And you've got the very basic Major League material. Here is a nice Vladdy Jr. Topps Choice done in 1956 Topps style. Topps Choice is another insert. I don't think we covered that yet. Okay, let's move on to the other types of hits, which would be autographs. Now, mind you, in general, when you think about flagship series like Series 1, Series 2, you're not necessarily thinking about the autographs. You want to go to some of your higher-end products for that. But they do exist, and there are some nice ones in Series 1. The predominant one, and it's nice because I like the design to begin with, is the 1985 autographs. I'm not talking about the silver pack one that we pulled, but there are actual paper versions of those. Inside, and the checklist, I believe, is much greater for that series of cards. You've also got dual autographs. I've seen a few of those. Really nice. We did a thread on our Twitter asking for Vlad Jr. autographs, and somebody had a Vlad Jr. Duel, I believe, with Vlad Sr., and that was a really cool card. You can go to our Twitter and check that out. There are cut signatures, once again, one of ones, tough to pull, but some amazing names on that. The insert that we have not pulled, which is Decade of Dominance, they also come in an autographed version. Here's a nice, see, 1985, great, right? And you throw on Hank Aaron. What can be wrong with that? You have seen the Decades insert. Some of those do come autographed. The vast majority of all of these, as a matter of fact, I don't even know of any other than the one that we pulled, are going to be on sticker. Not many packs left. Once again, hope you've enjoyed this version of our breaks. If you did, please leave a comment below. Let us know if you like this versus the speed breaks. If this was like, it's a nice distraction, but you know what, I'd rather you do the speed breaks. I enjoy those. Leave a comment below. Let us know if you like these a lot and go, you know what, now I can really see the cards. Let us know that too. And I'm thinking this might be it. Yep. Here we go. Okay. So our hit is in here. It's thick. Gathering, it's a relic. So let's see what we've got. Looking like a 1985. Yep, 1985. Oh, you know what? Not bad. As mem cards go in this kind of a product, that's a nice one to hit. 1985. Tony Gwynn. Very nice. Okay, so let's finish this box out, and I'll do a box break recap. Have to say, I do enjoy the photography this year. A lot of talk about whether we should return to full borders or not. Still feeling a little modern, so I'm going with it. So I'm good with it, actually. I'm enjoying these cards this year. Nice Eloy. You know what? That might be that's a photo variation. Oh. Yeah, that's a photo variation. Okay. No! So we hit an SP on top of that. Very nice. Saving the best for the last. That looks like it's a variation because of the uniform, but it's not. That's an actual base card. So we got 3 packs left. Hits done. So we're primarily going to be looking at base cards, and we're going to be looking at inserts. Once again, 350 cards in this part of the base set will be followed up, and numbering will continue when Series 2 comes out. Might be a good time to talk about the types of parallels that you can find, because we have not hit a colored parallel. There are so many. Actually, we have hit parallel. We've hit the foil. You saw the foil, and we hit the gold. The other things that you can be hitting are advanced stats, which you've got to be checking the back of the card, because that's all about the stats. You're not going to see a difference in design or paper or color. You've got vintage stock, which prints on the way that older cards used to feel. Independence Day returns, of course, at 76. Black is at 69. You've got Father's Day base and Mother's Day base. Both of those are numbered to 50. You've got Memorial Day camo. And camo's coming in at 25 this year. Kind of cool. Done on acetate. You've got the clear cards. Those are coming in at numbered to 10. And of course, you've got platinum, which are the one-of-ones, and you've got the printing plates, where you've got the 4 different types of printing plates, each one of them a one by themselves. The other thing that you should know about some of those parallels, some of them are just hobby exclusives, where you cannot pull any of those parallels in retail packs. I know that the clear, numbered to 10, are only in hobby packs, and I believe the black also are just available in hobby. So there are different variety of things that you can get just buying. Ooh, there's another one of our rookies, Bo Bichette. There's a bunch of things that you can buy that are exclusive to retail, and there are a bunch of things that you can buy that are exclusive to hobby. And collecting them all probably leads you to the secondary market, because that's a lot to pull. But there's plenty of stuff available on Check Out My Cards and eBay that can get you there for the cards that you are having a tough time pulling. And that should do it. So let's get to our box break recap. We'll start with all the rookies with Gavin Lux. First rookie we pulled, Yordan Alvarez with the rookie and the rookie cup. And we just pulled the Bo Bichette. You've got our Darryl Strawberry Black, numbered to 299 on the 1985 design. You've got the SP, Eloy Jimenez, and our hits, the Dylan Cease autograph, and from the box, the Tony Gwynn relic. Thanks so much for checking us out and following along on this box break.